everybody, and welcome to the Dark Match. Today is the night of, oh god, what month am I on? March 9th, and we are talking about TNA Impact. Yay. I am Jewish Angel, and with me tonight are...
I'm the Lone Warrior.
And I'm Tiefus, and I'm better than this guy.
And I'm Mr. War Machine, and fuck you, Tiefus.
Better than you.
Suck a fat one. Anyways, we have an Iron Sheik tweet, everyone. Pardon me, this is my first time doing this, I believe. Only person who I'd be happy to take fucking baseball bat to the balls of the Chris Brown or the Chris Bosh is the Jose Canseco. I have no idea what that means. Who are those people? Except Chris Brown. I know who he is, because No Leaf never
Jose
shuts up.
Canseco is a baseball player.
Yeah.
I'm
Come on,
assuming
man.
I'm assuming he was before my time.
Not really.
No.
Do you just not watch baseball?
Not really.
I think the most telling thing is that none of us gives a shit who the hell Chris Bosh is.
Oh, I know who Chris Bosh is.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue.
He plays basketball for the Heat, I believe.
Okay.
I thought he was some asshole on
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet.
Sheik is notoriously famous for hating the Heat.
Sports stars from different sports come and kick Chris Brown's ass. That works for me.
Okay. This week we are reviewing TNA Impact for March 8th to 2012. And meh.
I liked it.
It starts off really fucking bad, like slamming my head into things, screaming at my television, stupid.
And now we know what I liked it.
It didn't last, though.
I know.
Like, about midway through, it just starts getting so boring.
I slept through the stupid stuff. Hooray!
It's kind of like it starts out on an incline, levels off, then it has a sharp rise and a steep drop.
Yeah.
I'd about agree with that.
And kind of concaves out into a flat sea level existence. If this was a graph.
You just had to just drag that metaphor out as long as possible, didn't you?
Well, it is a line that does go on forever.
Okay, we start off the show with a video package.
Euclidean geometry!
It's recapping Garrett Bischoff, because he needs a recap.
Oh, yeah.
That's left for
His
this.
illustrious career so far.
It's the recent history of Bischoff's career, and so it's like what 30 seconds of him getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
What?
And then it also includes his dad and Ric Flair basically telling him, "Hey, you don't come back here," and Hogan being all, "Brother, you gotta come back here, brother." And
Ric Flair just starts yelling at him. He calls him a perverted, bacon-eating pig. Perverted pig. He's got him riled up. He's popping blood vessels in his forehead. Garrett doesn't understand what he's doing to Ric Flair. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, so we
I'm personally of the opinion that he should have just stayed away. I mean, Rick can't handle too much anymore. I mean, my God.
Yeah,
doesn't anyone understand what they're doing to him?
Oh, they understand. They just don't care.
Exactly.
His wife needs to survive, though, because she needs that sweet alimony when she divorces him.
I care about Ric Flair.
I care.
I kind of care.
And just so you've heard it here, if you haven't heard it already, Eric Bischoff said recently in an interview that TNA should allow Ric Flair to go to the WWE Hall of Fame this year.
Well,
that's nice of him. What's his game?
What angle are you working here, Bischoff?
But once the video package is over, they cut out to the parking lot where Garrett has arrived, and he's telling the cameraman that he hasn't changed his mind. He's gonna continue being a wrestler no matter what his dad thinks. Fuck.
Yeah, that's bad news for us.
I still don't particularly care. like I kind of, like I hate the fact that it gets so much attention and that, like he's already part of this big thing, but
It's like
aside
Eugene or Zach
that-
Gowen.
Yeah.
Pushed him too hard, too fast. He's nowhere near ready for it, and it's just gonna.
yeah.
It's like they're gonna get one good story out of him, and that's gonna be it. And they're gonna milk it for a little while, and then it's just gonna be like, fuck it.
Yeah, so we go inside where Bischoff, Flair, and Gunner they're in the ring basically saying, yeah, we got some family business to settle, and
Wait,
Garrett has
that isn't even exactly what he said. He was bemoaning the fact that he has to take care of family business in front of the whole world again. Maybe you shouldn't take care of your family business on Thursdays, Eric. You know when you have to do the fucking show.
Or
Yeah,
maybe you shouldn't hire your son to be a corrupt referee and be surprised when he has a change of heart.
Yeah.
Wrestling business.
Make a mental note. Thursday is not family business day.
Yeah.
It's just,
That's family game night. Come on,
thing.
everyone
That
knows
was strike one.
as I said,
Sorry.
I didn't see this. I'm just going by what the spoiler said. So
Yeah, I think we're all. If you don't want family business to be taken care of on your TV show, don't bring family into your business.
Yeah.
But they basically he basically says that Garrett's pushed pretty hard has pushed Sting pretty hard, and so Sting's gonna let him pick a partner of his own choosing to face off against Gunner and a partner of his choosing. And Bischoff says, me and Flair, we've worked together for 20 years. We've been through a lot. It's been the highs and the lows and the highs. And I was just looking out for my son. Rick was just looking out for his son the way he'd look out for his own son. I miss David Flair.
I don't.
Well, just for the music.
Just for the music. I don't know. I personally hate anyone who was linked to Stacy Keibler in any way.
Well,
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But
People are fucking asleep tonight. What the fuck?
Shut up, Mega Fighter.
Who you call Mega Fighter?
I know, that's
Oh,
harsh.
Wow. Wow.
That
Way to call down the thunder.
What thunder? Your joke fell flat.
Ass munch.
Your joke fell flatter than the parabola at the end of the TNA graph.
Anyway, Flair was just doing his job.
This is
being
why no
real-
one likes you, Teepus.
Plenty of people like me. But let's do the show. Come on. You just cut off Jess for no good.
I'm sorry.
Blah blah blah. Flair's a professional. Yada yada yada. Eric loves him. Garrett's gonna have a hard time because nobody in his right mind would want to be his partner. Yeah, because his last name was Bitchoff. He starts to play the I wonder who Gunner's gonna team with, but out comes Kurt Angle, and he's smiling and it's creepy and no.
From the moment Kurt Angle walked out, and if I hadn't been so tired and disinterested, I would have realized it myself. But from the minute you see Kurt Angle, you automatically should have know who the fuck Garrett's partner is going to be. But we'll go ahead and keep it a secret until we get there.
Kurt
Dude,
Angle?
even if I hadn't seen the last 3 weeks of Impact, I would
I
have.
know, it's like, gee,
As soon as you see him, even if you don't know the last 2 or 3 weeks of Impact, you're just like, oh, it's that guy. Okay.
Kurt Angle?
honestly, like, if I didn't have information
Kurt Angle?
confused from listening to people watching the show last night, I would have realized who it was.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a question.
Yes.
Is it Kurt Angle?
Yes, Garrett and Gunner and Kurt Angle will wrestle Garrett and Kurt Angle.
Wait, Gunner and
It's
Kurt
risky,
Angle?
but brilliant.
What?
Yeah. Just go with that. Just go with that.
What? What? I don't.
Don't worry about it.
What?
Way to ruin the surprise.
think
Moving
I
on.
broke him.
But they clearly, what?
Okay,
Keep going,
so now
Jeff.
we've broken War Machine.
Fucking hate this show. Fucking hate this show so goddamn much. So goddamn much.
So Angle comes out and he says that, when he was growing up, he listened to his daddy, and he became an Olympic gold medalist. And Eric, he's got great advice, but Garrett just doesn't listen to him, and everybody already hates the Bischoffs. And everybody hates the Bischoffs, but he's gonna team with Gunner anyway to make Garrett, tap like the bitch he is. And meanwhile, Garrett's backstage, and he's like, "Oh, now who am I gonna get to team with me?" Spoilers. It's somebody you're going to totally expect.
Is it
just
Sting?
Or Kurt's whole thing lately just, we're going to make you hate someone for some really stupid reason. Like the whole Hardy feud he's been doing lately. I've heard the reason behind it, and it's just like, what? That's fucking retarded. Does he not get good motivation? Is that part of, having to sell your soul to TNA, is that you're not allowed to ever have decent motivation to do things?
Well, I mentioned this last night. The reason they have so many feuds that feel so forced is because they have such a thin roster. And they're trying to make every feud sound so epic and monumental, and it's just not.
Yeah, they're like five.
Guys just kind of fucking hate each other.
All the feuds they can make right now are feuds we've either seen in ECW, WCW, WWE, or 6 to 7 years ago in TNA. That's all we've got.
I'm just waiting for the day they start proclaiming that every show is the greatest night in the history of our business.
Yeah.
No, that might make it entertaining.
They're gonna put the belt on Daniel Bryan. That'll put asses in the seats.
So
why are you guys spoiling WWE shows? You don't even go head to head. We don't care. We're just doing things because we're a poor knockoff of really late '90s, early 2000s WCW.
Yep.
So
and just like 2000 WCW, Booker left for WWE.
Oh snap!
Damn.
Bringing up big guns.
All
right.
Let's get on with it.
So back to this.
Getting back to Impact, Sting's in the bathroom and he's got his face paint, and apparently he's losing his fucking mind while he's putting it on, and he starts cutting a promo on Bobby Roode, and
I don't even know if I call that a promo. He's just madly rambling to his own reflection. Every other word out of his mouth, Bobby.
Bobby
boy.
Bob boy, right.
Damn it, Bobby.
So, because it's not crazy enough, in walks Eric Young.
Oh Jesus!
Because he wants to ask Sting for permission to propose to ODB in the what?
Yep.
This fucking
guy. Someone else do this.
I just.
So Eric, I kind of missed him out and out saying that he wanted to propose, but whether he did or didn't, it was very clear from the way he was talking. It's like, I want to do something really special for her, and what better place than in the ring? She it's her favorite place to be, is in the ring. So I want to do this, and he wants Sting's permission to have time to take ODB out to the ring to propose. Sting is so Looney Tunes that he keeps calling Eric Bobby, even though he knows it's not Bobby Roode. He still keeps saying Bobby.
He even asked if he can Bobby.
How she wants diamonds. She wants the gold. She wants the tag belt.
He's like,
she wants a title.
Bobby, can I call you Bobby?
Title belt. It's just,
And he smears his own face paint on Eric's face and calls him a warrior.
Boo!
And Eric looks so freaked out and like just scared.
yeah, like he looked so uncomfortable, and I don't know if he was supposed to or not.
It's like the look on his face is like, Jesus, Sting, it's just an act.
But the best part, of course, is Eric. Eric is quick to agree to the tag match. Just like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And he's like, but she doesn't have a she doesn't have a tag partner. Like, who could she possibly get? And Sting is supposed, well, the answer is obvious. Like, you should know. And Eric proceeds to name off, like all of the current face knockouts, and Sting's finally, fuck it, let me get it off. It's you, Eric Young, will be her tag partner in the fucking women's division.
God
Oh my God, he's Harvey
Doing
Whippleman.
that for a while now.
No, he's Andy Kaufman.
So, and that leads us into our Knockouts tag team match.
Woo!
Title match.
Sort of.
It was actually a good match.
Actually, it was.
Yeah.
I missed it.
It's like since they got the
enjoyed
Russo, seriously, like it still wasn't a great show by any stretch of the imagination, but since they got rid of Russo, the quality of TNA shows has improved significantly, and you can see them really actually building to some actually interesting booking and storylines. But we'll see if they can maintain that. But yeah, with this match, ODB and Gale start out, and they have a bit of a little bit of a slobber knocker, and Gale tries to go up top, but gets overpowered. So I'm kind of weird when I report what happened. But they go back and forth a little bit. Madison Rayne comes in and he rams her face repeatedly into the turnbuckle, into her crotch on the turnbuckle, I should say, because she's sitting up there for some reason, and hits a Fez press for a 2 count, and Gale tries to hit the neck breaker, and you get action spills out on the floor, and sure, you know what? Fuck it. If you want to know what happened in the match, go watch the match, because it was a good match. It's worth watching.
If there is one thing like I'd like to spotlight in it, it was at one point Eric's in the ring and he manages to get a double fireman's carry with Madison and then Gale on top of her, and he just does the spin around and then put them down because everyone's dizzy.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of impressive to watch. Although it probably doesn't have too much to do with how strong Eric is, so much as how anorexic the other two are.
Well, you can't call Gail Kim anorexic. She married a chef on the Food Network.
Okay, anorexic is really
Is it
hard.
Tyler Florence?
It's skinny and small enough that it probably doesn't take much to carry them both.
Yeah.
Is it Tyler Flay, Bobby Florence?
No.
Match ends with
They're the same person.
Eric is trying to fight Gale, and Madison runs up with one of the belts and nails him in the back. And for some reason, this causes him to collapse. I think he was supposed to be like mildly unconscious, like temporarily unconscious. He falls right onto Gail Kim, pinning her.
In the missionary position without his pants on.
Yeah.
Well, he's got like a little black underoos kind of thing going.
And the tassels.
Yep, the boot tassels.
So, 1, 2, 3, our new Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Eric Young and ODB. Why the fuck not? I care so little about those belts that why not?
Yeah, those belts pretty much have no meaning. So it doesn't really matter. It's just stupid.
Yep.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's dumb stuff. It's dummies.
But this leads into what is easily the best part of the entire night. Like, legitimately, I loved this, and not ironically, this was actually this was a good thing. Because, Gail and Madison leave, and it's just ODB and Eric celebrating the ring, and so Eric kind of grabs her hand, gets down on one knee, pulls a ring from the underoos, and proposes. And credit to ODB, her expression was really genuine. She looked really kind of, not necessarily scared, but definitely just the holy shit, he's actually proposing.
Yeah.
And not necessarily in a bad way. And then she takes the ring from him and she starts to turn around like as he's gonna walk away because she made him stand up, and he starts to look heartbroken, and then she immediately spins around, drops to one knee, and proposes back. And of course Eric says yes, and it's all cute, so now they're engaged. And I'm sorry, this was actually a really good segment. I loved this. I'm done gushing now.
Yep. It was an interesting thing. I mean, I know marriage angles in wrestling always end the same way, but this is probably one of the more original and better ways to start this one off.
Yeah, who knows where this could go. I could easily end up turning on the angle itself, but this segment on its own, without really worrying about what's coming, is definitely the highlight of the night, at least for me.
Yep.
I kind of wish I'd seen this.
Nah, I disagree.
Well,
I didn't particularly care for it.
You're biased.
I'm
not biased. I'm not biased. I just didn't particularly care for it. I mean, I get the idea, and I get why some people would like it. I just didn't.
But if you want to show of strength, though, Eric Young actually leapt into ODB's arms. So she was.
Oh God, I don't think I caught that. Oh my God.
Yeah. And she looked like she was about to drop him, like she didn't expect it, but she hung in there. And then they collapsed to the ground, making out in true.
I'm kind of glad I missed that. No offense to either one of them.
And immediately after this, Dixie Carter goes on Twitter and says, "What do you get for the most eccentric couple in TNA for their wedding?" And right away, Eric Young responds, "Registered at the hockey store."
What?
They registered at a store for hockey jerseys.
Oh my God.
So, we go back after this, to bring the mood way back down. We go backstage to Bully Ray, and he's saying that, memory loss is a sign of concussion, but he'll remind James Storm that, damn it, he's the guy who gave it to him, because he's not going to make it to lockdown. Bully Ray's going to take him out.
Oh.
Okay.
Like on a date?
Seems like everyone at TNA is hooking up these days.
Yeah.
You got Sting and Jeff Hardy.
Oh well, that's broken romance right there. I mean, I don't really, I don't know if you follow the backstage gossip, but apparently it's just bad things all around. It's horrible.
It's torrid.
I don't even know if torrid's the right word. It's just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's definitely, there's no good feelings there.
Yeah, Bully's in the back. He cuts his crappy little promo on Bobby Roode and it's James Storm. I'm sorry. I always get those two mixed up.
But, in your defense, he switches gears later.
Yeah, but never mind that shit. It's time for the X Division title.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Yay! I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not gonna lie.
With Austin Aries versus bastard son of Ricky Dragon and Rufio from Rufio or whatever his name is from Hook.
Zima Ion. Haven't we seen this match at least 20 times now?
We've seen all these matches 20 times, except for the last match.
Let's skip it.
No, we have to
Seriously.
talk about it.
No,
But before that, though, before the actual match itself, we get a promo from Aries complaining about the fact that there's a title match on free television, and going on about, I don't even know what he said, but I forget that every so often Aries becomes the IWC
Yeah.
and begins to channel the collective voice of it, and it's weird. It's like, please stop breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
is he
Aries
heel?
basically
Is he face? What is
he's
he?
heel.
He's a heel. Unfortunately, Zima is now a heel too.
They're trying to make
So
Austin the
this
CM.
is a heel versus heel match that no one wants to see.
Yup.
They're trying to make Austin Aries the CM Punk of TNA, and it's just not working.
No.
Never TNA. Don't do it again.
So, but
You will stop immediately.
it was an okay match up until near the end, where I mean, this is about where I came in. So it was an okay match, and it was an okay match up until near the end, where Zima Ion gets a hold of his stupid little spray can, and he tucks it into his trunk. And I don't know how the hell the referee or Aries didn't, notice the fact that suddenly he had he went from, guy wearing a trunk to guy wearing a trunk with either a huge goddamn boner or something in his pants.
Yeah.
But he goes to spray Aries in the face. Aries ducks, and then takes the can away from him, looks at it, and sprays Ion in the face as the referee turns to look at him.
Oh,
And
heel tactics.
And it was stupid. And
Yeah.
Zima Ion wins, which means they're still gonna have the goddamn match on the pay-per-view or something probably. Let's move on, please.
No one cares.
So more Bobby Roode, or not Bobby Roode, but more Bully Ray.
Oh no, we missed something.
Oh,
Did we?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We forgot to mention that there's a stranger on the grounds, a large man in a black and purple suit.
And it's not Sting dressed as the Joker this time.
It is
And it's not
not
the Undertaker, circa the early to mid 90s.
It's this big fat guy in a suit with glasses, and he's apparently Abyss's brother, and Abyss has gone missing, and his family's looking for him.
Yeah, so he introduces himself to this guy, and he's like, I'm his brother. And have you seen him? No. Okay, thanks. And he leaves, and Velvet's guy has this look on her face like, wait, Abyss has a brother?
She even said as much to him. She's like, "Oh, I had no idea he had one."
Yeah, but this is. I think this
I
comes
didn't
up
know
again
Abyss was
later.
actually missing.
Is that what they're calling it now?
The last time we heard about Abyss was they showed Bully Ray in the back with bloodied up hands, and someone asked him if he'd seen Abyss, and he goes, "Oh yeah, he just left to go home." Implying that
So
he
Bully
beat him.
Ray has brutally beaten Abyss to death, hidden the body, and it's just now being talked about.
Yeah.
Ninjas.
Yeah, that's about right.
Come on.
I don't think it was kidnapped this time.
Yeah.
I don't think you could kidnap someone that big. I don't think it's
Let's
possible.
kidnap Joe. He's that big.
No,
Yeah.
no, Abyss is bigger than Joe.
He's
Really?
taller.
Yeah, he's at least taller, but
Anyway,
that's fun.
but we'll get to this later because it
Speaking of
pops up
Bully
again.
Ray,
Yeah, okay, now we're at Bully Ray. Sorry.
My bad.
he's out in the ring and he's showing off his calves, talking more shit about James Storm and how he deserves to have the #1 contender spot. And he wants Sting to come down to the ring right now and name him the #1 contender.
No.
Sting?
I'm sorry. I answered for
before
Sting,
this,
my bad.
just something I feel needs to be pointed out. What the fuck is happening to Bully Ray's legs?
He's the only person in the world that oils his legs and nothing else.
His fucking calves are starting to become
Comical.
creepy.
I think
They're
that's the point.
creepy.
I think that's the point, though.
Well, it's a stupid point. It looks wrong.
I don't pay attention unless they actually zoom in, and even then, I tend to immediately look away.
But anyway, Sting comes down to the ring and says, "You know what? You are the #1 contender. You get Bobby Roode tonight," or something like that. I don't know if it was tonight or not. I stopped paying attention. But Bully Ray starts celebrating and offers to let Sting touch his calves, which Sting very quickly turns down. And,
I'm not doing it. You can't make me, TNA.
We're not going to make you do it. No. And as Sting is leaving the ring and going up the ramp, he stops and says, "Oh, by the way,
The match is next because that's the kind of GM I am.
Yeah, he says it'll be right after the break. And it's like, how often do you ever actually acknowledge your commercial breaks? Made even weirder by the fact that, like, that's just so unnatural. Again, it's that fucking fourth wall thing where it's just like, I understand that there's like a certain level of audience participation that goes into wrestling,
they're trying to give off the feel
don't fucking hit that on me.
They're trying to give off the feel of a live show, and it's just so dumb because we all know it's not.
Well, and not even that. Live shows could give less than a fuck what happens during the break. If there's a match going on, they don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't stop to acknowledge it
all the time.
Anyway.
Also, Sting's face paint was weirder than normal, but that just
he didn't have a face. He just had some black smears, and he came out and he smeared some more red and black on his face. He ultimately wound up looking like Kane in face paint.
Yeah.
So the thing that ended up pissing me off is that he's running around in just casual clothes.
Yeah.
But with face paint. It's just like, that looks so fucking stupid and really weird. Get the man a goddamn costume. If we're going to bring him back, if he's going to go back to face paint and wrestling, I've seen the stuff he used to wear. Get him a costume. Even if it's
Can he at least wear
black
a fancy
trousers, a
suit?
black shirt, and a fucking trench coat. Get him something. Coming down in flannel and face paint is just too goddamn stupid.
So,
Anyway.
we got backstage and Bobby Roode's yelling at Sting that, I can't defend the title tonight. And Sting goes, well, you're not. I mean, you've got a title defense against Storm at Lockdown, but, you're not wrestling for the title tonight, so get the hell out there because Bubba's waiting for you.
So, wait, hold on. I'm what?
Sting never actually made Bully Ray the #1 contender. He just said that he would get Bobby Roode in the ring.
Yep.
And so
I misspoke earlier. I apologize.
Bully Ray's in the ring thinking, I'm going to get a title match. I'm going to get a title match. And Bobby Roode knows, well, no, it's not a title match. And Sting's all, ha ha ha, I'm clever. When he's really not.
Actually, that is kind of that is kind of a funny dick move to make.
Okay, it is kind of clever, but yeah, it's a dick move. It is.
Yeah.
So,
considering how this goes, not only is it a dick move, but it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ultimately turns out to be nothing more than just a throwaway match that ends in a fucking no contest.
It doesn't matter if it was a fucking title match. The title wouldn't have changed hands anyways.
I don't get why they do that. They have I'm
Just mad.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Okay. All right.
I'm mad. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely mad.
I will say this, so it was an okay match from what I remember of it.
I think the best part about this match was the psychology, actually. Because they just kind of milked the crowd, and the crowd went along with it, so, for what it's worth. The crowd
Yeah,
was,
seriously, the crowd really went along with it. Good lord.
yeah.
They had him eating out of the palm of their hands.
Including the guy in the third row that had his face painted.
Wow.
So, yeah, James Storm comes out. He chases off Bubba, and then he kicks Rude in the face, and no contest, whatever. We go backstage to Garrett Bischoff again, and he's basically says, he's been in the ring with Gunner, so, whoopee-doo, it's fucking Gunner. But now he's got to deal with Kurt, and, Kurt is Kurt fucking Angle.
I would like to state for the record really quick that if Garrett Bischoff isn't scared of you, you need to quit wrestling, like, forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done.
You've successfully fallen so far down the ladder that you can't get back up.
Yep.
I don't know how you reached this level of fail, but you did. Congratulations. I guess.
So,
In
the
theory.
cameraman, well, yeah, it's Garrett. It's like Gunner, no big shit. Kurt, ooh. So the cameraman asks him if he's figured out who he's going to team with, and Garrett says, "Yeah, he's got somebody, but you're going to have to wait and see." I'm still betting it's going to be Kurt.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like obviously.
I like those odds.
So we then bounce somewhere else backstage, and Matt Morgan and Crimson are talking with Abyss's brother. And he's again asking, "Have you seen him?" And they're like, "No." And he leaves, and Morgan looks at at Crimson and goes, "I didn't even know he had a brother." And then they start talking about how they've got a shit happens. They lost the titles, whatever. We'll beat up Robbie E and Robbie T and become number 1 contenders again. Oh God.
Yep.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I think my problem now. I kind of like that. They're talking about how they're trying to make it because Crimson's like, we lost. It happens. You got pinned. It happens. It's your fault. Whatever. Let's move on. So they're trying to make it seem like they're gonna feud, even though we know they're not going to.
They're kind of going for that Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho tag team from back in 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2000.
So but no, my problem is more with this whole Abyss's brother thing because they're really trying to they're really making his Abyss's family line the most convoluted piece of shit since the Kane Undertaker family relation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, with the whole Undertaker Kane situation, as contrived as that may be, it's still as simple, and you can still see how it's possible.
Oh yeah, but with Abyss is like, where did this brother come from? Because
This is
wasn't
some
his
straight up soap opera bullshit with Abyss.
yeah? I mean, we know he's got a father in
James Mitchell.
James Mitchell. And wasn't his brother or whatever Judas Macias or whatever?
Yeah, I thought so.
So
So is this
only-
Judas Macias?
See, no, I'm gonna have to go
No,
out on a limb and assume that they're just making it's almost a retcon because you know what? I don't know any of this stuff.
I mean,
This is all to me, so they might just be going, "Fuck it, no one remembers."
yeah, but this is
well,
kind
I
of
mean, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Well, no, seriously, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's kind of like with Kane's backstories was like he was in a mental asylum, but first he went to school with horrible burns and banged a cheerleader or something, and got a
No,
cheerleader
he was
killed.
in mental hospital. No, you're talking about that novel.
I'm talking about Katie Vick.
Oh no, even within the confines of that shitty fiction biography about him, he went to the mental hospital first, and that's where he met Katie Vick because her mom was the doctor giving him primary care while he was in the hospital.
Oh well,
And then
I didn't read
yeah.
the supplemental material.
And then he got released into her custody and went to school with Katie, and they grew up together pretty much.
It's still stupid, is my
It is.
point.
It is. It
Well,
is.
and I just have one question. How does Relic fit into all this?
He's killer spelled backwards.
I got that far, but I'm failing at the other connection here.
He's
I
killer
think
spelled backwards.
I think we've gotten wildly off track, even for
Point
us.
is, the guy playing Abyss's brother is fucking Abyss.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It looks nothing like him.
No, you see, the only thing you're using as evidence is the weight, and you haven't even factored into the
bullshit. I've got pictures of Abyss without his mask on.
Prove it.
All right, I will, motherfucker. I will fucking prove.
Okay, I just want it to be Abyss, because at least then it's really stupid, and they can claim that, he at least wanted people to, care about him. He wanted to see if people gave a shit about him, because they've never seen him without the mask on.
I swear to God, it's not him.
That, honestly, I don't know if I'd necessarily be upset by the, I'd be okay with that kind of angle.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, War Machine, and tell me that's fucking the same guy.
Dude, it is the same guy.
That is not the same guy.
We had this discussion last night.
And you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Your face is wrong. And so is Abyss's. It's not him.
No.
Everyone's wrong.
Okay.
That's not Abyss.
Okay, that's settled.
I'm sorry for bringing it up. Let's move on. Matt Morgan and Crimson versus Robbie E and Robbie T. Matt Morgan and Crimson win. Let's move on.
What no mention
War
of
Machine
really
is wrong. Let's move on.
fucked up sweaters.
Your face is wrong.
Fucked with sweaters.
Both of you shut up.
He did. He caused it. It's his fault.
He did it.
Right.
No. Girls, shut up.
Oi! What are you?
Call the girl.
Not you, Duos. The other two.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Anyway, Robbie E and Robbie T come out wearing stupid-looking shirts. They lose. Moving on.
Okay, yeah, that covers that quite nicely.
Fuck.
Once again, a segment that doesn't involve Abyss. Suck it, Trebek.
Fucking hell. Okay. AJ Styles is talking about how Daniels and Kazarian are former friends to him. He's got a way to deal with them that they're not going to like it. There's more stupid Gunner shit. Nobody cares. AJ's in the ring.
Oh, no.
He's out there talking about how, TNA's on its 10th anniversary, and he's so proud of them. He's proud that he's been a part of this company for, and making it what it is today. And you kind of feel bad for him. And, he's fought a lot of big names that have come through the company. And he's about to start talking about something else, and out comes Daniels and Kazarian. And they're basically all, well, Daniels goes, well, as a new face of Impact Wrestling, thank you, I need to come out and claim my spot. And that
Claim your spot. You've been in the company since its genesis. You have a spot, you idiot.
Oh my.
he says that, he came back to TNA to stand by AJ, or, to stand by his friend, and all his friendship got, his friendship got AJ, fortune and fame, and all that AJ's friendship got him was reprimanded, punished, and ultimately fired. And that's why he decided to start trying to dick AJ over. And Kazarian...
Which makes total sense considering when he came back to help Fortune instead of helping Immortal.
I can't.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't drag up things like that. It's not like,
Let's not talk about continuity. Come on.
No, let's talk about continuity. Let's talk
That's all
about
we have
continuity.
left.
We'd be here all fucking night.
So
And we're
Kazarian
almost done.
They have no motivation as villains. There's nothing
I
for them.
fucking do.
Nothing.
Pretty much, long story short, is blah, 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 blah. We've got nothing for these guys to do, so let's have them feud with each other. Let's draw the lines here. Why? Oh, because we haven't done it before. Oh, wait, yes, we have 10,000 fucking times.
No, we're gonna discuss this in excruciating detail.
There's not been a
Plus, we
single
are.
year that the two of these guys have not been in this company at the same time, that they have not had a high-profile feud with each other.
They have nothing.
Kazarian asks AJ if he wants to know why everyone keeps screwing him over, and it's basically for the same reason that everybody screwed over Sting in the 80s and 90s, because he's too damn gullible and trusting. And he starts listing off all of these people who have ever stabbed who's ever stabbed AJ in the back. And then he goes, "Have you ever stopped to think maybe it's not everyone else who's the problem, but it's your stupid ass?" And there's something wrong with AJ, and he's a disease that needs to be cured. And
What?
AJ's like, okay, whatever. Fuck you both. I don't need friends. Because all I see out here are a bunch of backstabbing pricks, and I'm not going to associate with friends anymore. I'm just going to take with an asshole. And out comes motherfucking Ken
He's
Anderson.
gonna do what with an asshole?
He's
Massage
going to
his
start
inventor.
working with... He's going to...
I'm just.
He's going to...
No, it's not. No, it doesn't.
You know,
fucking.
it's so sad that this episode is really begging for a slash fic from War Machine, but
I know. Jesus Christ.
Anderson comes out. Him and AJ beat up Daniels and Kazarian. Fucking hell! Anderson,
yeah, because Anderson has never turned on AJ.
Oh my god.
That was honestly my immediate thought. As I saw Anderson, and my first thing out of my mouth was, "What the fuck is he doing on my TV?" I thought I didn't have to deal with this shit anymore.
No, the way that they were building up to it, where AJ's in the ring and he's like, "I'm gonna take up with the, come on, you all know what I'm gonna, you all know this," and then Anderson's music hits, and it's like, he didn't even do the Anderson. He just says asshole.
Screams asshole at the top of his lung like a war cry.
Asshole is Anderson's war cry.
Anderson, you are not the tick, and this is not a spoon. Get your cereal out of it.
What?
For assholes everywhere, we must defend the sacred assholes.
Okay, we're almost done. Garrett sticks his head into the locker room, into a locker room, and he's like, "Hey, are you ready?" And then he goes to the ring, and I still think it's gonna be Kurt, or maybe they got the Ultimate Warrior.
Honestly, I was almost expecting Hogan, but it's like, no, Kurt, definitely.
I was thinking maybe Kamala recently after his diabetes amputation surgery.
Oh, darkest sketch, bro.
No. I thought it was gonna be Chris Benoit.
Oh, God
Oh,
damn it.
Oh, wow.
he's gonna be
Okay.
Brian Kendrick, fresh off his last bong hit. Take it back to a lighter area here.
So
Thank
we
you.
we go to the ring, and Gunner comes out, Angle comes out, Garrett comes out, and then there is a pause. And then out comes Jeff motherfucking Hardy.
Oh,
Out of my field, let me tell you.
I
And
totally didn't see that coming.
It surprised the hell out of me too.
It surprised no one. This is sarcasm.
The only reason why I didn't know it was going to happen is because I was paying so little attention. And as soon as his music hits, it's like, oh, Stephanie, you fucking retard. Why did you not realize it would be him? Of course it's him. He's feuding with fucking Angle, which is the only reason why Angle came out to help Gunner.
It's just like, we got two guys in a long-term feud putting a tag team match against each other. and one of their partners is announced, but the other one has a mystery partner. Except this third wheel has an ongoing feud right now, and that other guy has nothing going on tonight. What the fuck were we supposed to expect to happen?
We were supposed to expect something logical, something dependable from this wrestling show. But of course,
You know what?
we get nothing because it's TNA.
The dependable thing.
It was logical and
I think that's the only reason why I was
still
expecting it. I
stupid.
keep forgetting Russo doesn't work here anymore. So it's like I'm waiting for something really stupid to happen. Just one big what the fuck.
You know, at least the booking makes sense and the matches make sense now, even if the writing doesn't make sense yet.
Yeah, you know, like.
Well, no, I shouldn't even say that. The writing does make sense. It just sucks.
But,
it's like watching a Superman movie only to have them not acknowledge until the final scene that Superman is Clark Kent.
One sec.
What? What?
If it's like the writing for this angle, this little like storyline tonight about the mystery opponent, it's seriously like if you had a Superman movie, but they never the movie never acknowledged to the audience until the very end that Superman is Clark Kent.
Not that bad.
I'm just saying,
really
so fucking obvious.
stupid.
Like, we all know who it is. You're trying to make a big deal out of nothing.
Okay. But no,
Not playing Clue here, TNA.
So
I think you mean Guess Who.
That too.
a couple things.
No. There's murder victims in the back area of TNA's stage.
So yeah, it's definitely Flo. So yeah.
This is missing. Who did it? Bully Ray in the backstage area with his calves.
Choked him out with his calves.
That's what it should have been. He should have come out with bloody calves.
That would have been awesome. I don't think he was doing the calves thing yet. But
Damn.
anyway.
I think he was. Anyway, a couple of things about the match. One, Jeff Hardy comes out. He's got one half of his face is painted red, the other half is painted blue. He kind of looks like that guy from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That boss, I don't know his name.
He has copied the Jack Sparrow eyes painted on his eyelids.
If you say Akuma, I will kill you.
No, it's not Akuma. It's that tall guy who everybody hates because he's broken or some shit. Point is...
Seth?
No, that's Street Fighter 4.
I was just throwing that there.
Okay, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, Jeff's got his eyes painted, he's got eyes painted on his eyes. And the other thing to note is, in a match where you've got Gunner and Jeff Hardy, the guy with the stupidest tattoo is still fucking Garrett Bischoff. With his fucking name tag. With his name tag on his chest.
I'll work at the concept.
Be a jackass.
Anyway, point is, match is shit because it involves Garrett Bischoff. At one point he does this move. I don't know what the hell he was going for, but he drops Angle on his head. Kind of looks like he dropped Angle on his head with it.
I would like to state something really quick. Let's not insult the word move by associating it with Garrett Bischoff anymore. I think it's taken enough punishment.
He attempts a physical exertion.
Even then, I think that might be a little too much, but you know what? We're going to have to take it.
He does some shit.
Yeah, there we go.
He fucks up the butt and presses.
Wow.
Garrett Bischoff goes up to the top for another botch.
Yep. Every move he does from now on, botch.
Okay. What
Okay.
if he gets them right? What if he
Garrett Danger Zone Bischoff.
Anyway, the move is called the Silver Slice or something, I guess. It basically looks like he dropped Angle on his head. And Gunner and Angle go to do something to go to clobber him. He ducks and clothesline them both. And then fucking Jeff hits the Swanton on Angle and gets the 3 count. And I'm still convinced there was no tag on that.
There wasn't.
So,
And I can't believe they're calling this the Silver Slice. I mean, they missed a perfect opportunity to call it the Silver Spoon and say anytime he hits it that Garrett Bischoff just spooned angle.
No, dude. Then at that point, they are asking so much for a slash fiction that I would refuse to do it on the show ever again.
It's just missed opportunities for something actually kind of creative and witty.
point is, the illegal man gets the fucking pin. Garrett and Hardy win. And that's it for Impact. My problem with that finish though is, okay, you've got Angle and Hardy feuding. Why would you have Hardy pin him? Why?
Because you can't have Garrett pin Angle and you can't have Garrett pin Gunner. Because that would ruin that feud.
You have Hardy pin Gunner then. Nobody cares about Gunner. Or you could have had Garrett pin Gunner because nobody cares about him.
TNA cares.
TNA is stupid.
Yeah.
TNA is stupid.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying their logic.
It's not smart or correct, but it's one of the things that makes them who they are.
Yep.
So, yeah, this episode happened.
Yeah, literally. That's about as much as you can describe it. It kind of happened.
Like even as much as like some of the stuff in the beginning really annoyed me because of how dumb it came off. Even though I kind of liked the tag match between Gail Kim, Madison Rayne, and Eric and ODB. We had a really stupid point, a decent point, and then it just got boring as fuck from there.
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah, it really did. And I think I would have preferred this show if it was really bad. You see, that's been TNA's worst crime lately, is that they're not doing really, really bad shows.
They're not doing really bad.
They're doing really boring shows, and that's worse than being really bad.
Yeah, it's always worse to be mediocre or average than it is to be really bad, because you want to be noticed.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
I would rather it be strikingly bad than strikingly boring.
Yeah. Because then you could sit there and say, oh, it's making people laugh, so I'm going to keep going with it.
I guess. I mean, no one really wants to be hilariously bad.
Well, Jackass does.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Jackass isn't hilariously bad. It's just hilarious. Yeah, that's it for us. Good night. Good luck. Go away.